Hey, it's Timescark11 with another video of me ranting about how gorgeous Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is and all my favorite locations in the game. But since it sounds better, I'm calling this Xenoblade Sightseeing. So for the next one, for this part 2 of Definitive Edition Sightseeing, here's one of my favorite spots in RFC, Latte Shore. So this was the area that I based one of my Animal Crossing Island areas off of, because it fit really well with the beach that I had available to make into something. So yeah, RFC, I love RFC at night. During the day, it's kind of oversaturated in yellow, so it's hard to look at, but at night it looks perfect, and it's a bit hard to tell in a screenshot, but I got this during Stardust Rain. It looks absolutely best during Stardust Rain. It's just hard to get that in a screenshot as opposed to seeing it actually falling with live footage. And if you didn't see part 1 of the sightseeing, I'm doing this with screenshots instead of live footage because I don't have a capture card, so I don't have any way to get the full beauty of everything if I was going to actually record it live. Next one is another from RFC, the view from Central Seal Island looking up at Prison Island. And you can see the Stardust much better in this shot since it's looking up at the sky. Just the sky over RFC, especially during Stardust Rain, is the best sky ever, with the exception of Auroras in Xenoblade X over Primordia. That's the only thing that sky really looked. Yeah, I mean, the sky over Primordia during an Aurora is the best looking sky ever, and this is probably second best looking sky ever. And it's just so amazing looking. And the Stardust makes it even better. Even without the Stardust, it looks amazing, but with the Stardust, just, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it besides just being in complete awe of how great it looks. Next, a shot from Alcomoth. Had trouble deciding where in Alcomoth I want to stand to get this, and this one ended up being the best. So, not a lot to say about Alcomoth. It's just really pretty looking city. And it looks even better in Future Connected, probably because they made more new textures for it when they made it in Future Connected. I think they just kind of upscaled a lot of the textures in Definitive Edition, whereas in Future Connected everything is just completely new textures. At least that's the way it seems. Next one is from Volok Mountain at night. Volok Mountain during the day is pretty looking, but at night it looks amazing with all those beams of light going up. So this was from Bafalgar Pedestal, I believe. Yeah, it looks like that's where the screenshot is from. I turned off the UI for all the HUD for all these screenshots, so kind of lose track of exactly what the locations are sometimes. But yeah, Volok Mountain is really interesting at night. Not one of my favorite areas, possibly my least favorite area actually, just because it's so hard to climb down it. Like, it needs more landmarks. That's the main problem with Volok Mountain. Just really needs more landmarks because it's kind of annoying to go through. But of course, I still love Volok Mountain in every other area. This one is probably one of my absolute favorite shots that I've gotten, and one of the favorite views in the whole game is the view from the Fallen Arm looking up at Sword Valley and the Bionis. I wish there was less clouds there so you could see it better, but they probably put the clouds there to hide the lack of textures on it and stuff, so that they didn't have to put as much work into it. At least in the original. They probably could have done a bit better in the remake, but it's not that big of a problem because it still looks amazing. Just looking up at the scale of these things makes you feel so insignificant. Another from a fallen arm, the view from the distant fingertip, looking down at the fallen arm this time. See, the layout of the fallen arm is really interesting. Not a lot I can think of to say about it, just I really love the view of looking down at the fallen arm. It's just really interesting layout of it being inside the remains of a hand. Well, arm. But most of the area to explore is the hand part of it. And for the last one, view of the central factory. This was the best view of it I could get. I also like the view of the interior of the Mechon factory location because it just has such Star Wars droid factory vibes. But this view of Central Factory really, really looks nice. I was going to include a shot of Agniratha, but I couldn't get any good ones on the playthrough that I was going through getting these shots, and you don't get a lot of time in Agniratha, so I wasn't able to get a good shot of it while I was there. So this one is the last one. Just really not having much to say about any of these, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Probably would be a lot better if I could get live footage and talk about the stuff as I see them. But yeah, this shot of Central Factory is really nice. All the green lighting on the underside of it also has a nice contrast with the bright yellow and orange at the top. But anyway, that's it for this sightseeing video. I'll consider doing this for Future Connected also, and then probably Xenoblade 2 and Torna as well eventually, but probably not right away because now I'm replaying Breath of the Wild again, waiting for Age of Calamity to come out. Recording this a few weeks before this video is going up. But anyway, see you next time! Oh, right, and if you have not already, then play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch, one of the greatest games ever made.